Hi, my name is Matty Wilkinson. Today I'm going to talk to you about a particular attitude quality that's present in play, which I call non-striving or doing and non-doing. It's emblematic of how children approach play, and I think it's very potent neurologically. It's something you can recognize in how children use their attention. There's a fluidity of what the child's attending to, what she's interested in, and what she's intending to do. So this flexibility of being interested, being engaged, and at the same time being open to something new coming along, some other possibility emerging in the moment-to-moment process of playing. And I think this is something that it's a combination of persistence and curiosity, patience, and an open, responsive adaptability. Another term one of my teachers, Anat Banyel, uses is flexible goals. I love that as a way of capturing this idea that they have intention, they have a goal, but there's a flexibility in the attitude and a willingness to be attentive to and engaged in the process, and letting that be what drives them above and beyond getting attached to one specific outcome. And this is something that's hard for adults. I can speak for myself as well. It's hard for us to remember, but by practicing it and identifying it in this way, I think we can really benefit from, again, the wisdom of children and the organic learning process that happens in play. This attitude of flexible goals or process orientation, it's connected to other qualities that I talk about in the class, which I talked about on a previous video as well. One of them is attunement. Attunement can mean connecting to another person and sensing the response and attuning or modulating your action, what you're doing in response to what you sense. But it can also mean that we attune to ourselves. So when a child is approaching a new situation with the flexibility, with a curiosity and an openness, and not being attached to a specific outcome, in that process, they're attuning to their own experience and being willing to continually adapt what they're doing and what they're interested in. And we stand to benefit a lot by practicing that as well. Another quality that it relates to is this idea of reversibility. In this case, she's going up or down the stairs. You can't really tell, but there's a reversible quality to the process. It means that at any moment she could start or stop or reverse. And when we have this doing, non-doing, or non-striving attitude, there's a reversibility to our intentionality, to how we're organizing our goals, our attention as well. So it means we're going somewhere, but we have the ability to shift. And this is so important. I mean, as a parent, it's very important and very powerful thing to cultivate this ability to pause, to notice what's happening, and to shift how you're responding in a moment by moment way. Because when we do that, when we engage reversibly, we're able to again modulate and attune and adapt. And that's like really rich neurologically. It opens up all kinds of new possibilities for us in our own movement and in our relationships with our children or the children we work with. There she goes. I'm also interested in how studying the Feldenkrais method and in the Anapaniel method can help us to understand and experience in a direct and personal way the neurological potency of play. And by exploring that in movement lessons, lessons where you get on the floor and you get to experience it concretely, we can take these ideas that we observe in children and learn to cultivate, learn to experience them, and learn to understand them in our own action. So in each class, I'll present some photos and perhaps videos of children at play, highlighting a particular or several qualities or conditions that I think are really neurologically potent in terms of how play drives and supports learning. And after kind of exploring that theoretically and visually in this way, you'll get a chance to get on the floor and experience it for yourself. So you can take these ideas and feel in an embodied way how they live in you and how you can begin to understand them more personally and more clearly, which is great for yourself, but it's also can be really powerful for our work or for the work that you do with the children or the children that you are a parent or a caregiver for. So thanks for taking some time to watch this. I hope it was interesting for you. And I invite you to check out the movement lesson that's connected to this video as a way to experience it yourself, like this attitude of doing and non-doing, and see actually like how rich it can be and how much having that quality can change your experience of yourself and what you can do, which I think is really, it's really kind of interesting because you might think that that you have to push and you have to strive to get somewhere new. And what we find when we engage in this in this process with this attitude, which really comes from children, that we can actually change much more quickly and more profoundly than just going to the kind of old no pain no gain like force forcing attitude. So check it out. I hope you enjoy it. Okay.